back, the History Mystery Man. Good to see you again. I know it's been a while. Got a lot going on in my world, from career changes to Kentucky. There's a lot going on, but I'm back on the trail here today in Bardstown, Kentucky, rated the most beautiful small town in America. I can certainly see why. A busy little square. Actually, it's a circle. A lot going on. The old courthouse in the background undergoing some historic renovation. The buildings that wrap around this circle, some of which date back to the late 1700s, really spectacular. The area was first explored in the mid-1770s. William Bard first came here in 1780 and laid out a few acres, built an old rough-hewn log courthouse. It used to be there. In 1785, the town was finally incorporated. In 1788, this place is absolutely lovely, worth checking out. I'm going to talk to some people today. I'm going to go visit the old Jailer's Inn, which is now a bed and breakfast. We're going to do that and a whole lot more. Welcome to Bardstown, Kentucky. Nice to have you along for the ride. Old County Jail. It's now the Jailer's Inn. It's a property placed on the National Register of Historic Places circa 1819. I'm going to take a tour. Let's check it out. Find any yet?
And also I want to throw in that the Travel Channel has listed this place one of the most haunted places in America. It's number 5 on the list. And all the people that spent time in this jail spent all their time here. They weren't allowed outside.
Hey, before you go ahead, have you seen any paranormal activity here?
I've seen a few things that might not be explained too easy. I was upstairs once making a bed, and I saw something pop out from underneath the bed. And there's a ghost here, supposedly a little boy. He likes to hang out up there. And that was my first experience with him. And like I said, it wasn't very vivid, but there's people that have seen him very vividly. Our innkeeper here has seen him a few times. It's a little boy, we call him Joshua. I think his dad was locked up here at one time. The boy had polio. He was an African-American boy. Unfortunately, his dad got hung here at the jail. So if you look up here, this is some pictures of the hangings that we had here out back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and if you look up, there's the original hood and handcuffs that were used in the hangings. There, it's like, I think it's the creepiest, one of the creepiest things here in the jail. I really do.
Yeah.
And they did that here out back?
Yes, they did it out in the courtyard. No women were allowed to view the hangings. It was considered unladylike. But what they would do is they would hang the body, parade the body around town. As you can see in that picture below, they'd parade the casket all over town. They would set the casket in front of the courthouse. And
Creepy.
this is our jail cell room. It's actually one of our most rented out rooms of the place. Somebody's getting ready to check into it right now, actually.
Can I go in?
Yeah, just be careful.
I will. I won't touch anything. This is an actual jail cell. And at the Jailer's Inn in Bardstown, Kentucky, you can sleep here if you really want to.
That's the detox cell.
Detox cell?
Yeah, that's what they use to hold people that were getting a little bit too wild, might have drank too much, or got locked up for, no telling what.
And they used this jail up until 1987,
Yes, yes.
Wow, that's bizarre.
Yeah. I know a few people that spent some time in here. There we go.
Might have spent the night after all, Sarah.
If you're a guest here at the Jailer's Inn, you can roam around here all night long.
So is that?
His wife was first cousins with one of the original jailers here, Donnie Pence. This is a picture of Donnie. This is Jesse James right here. They hid him out here a lot. Jesse James, yeah, they hid him out. They were buddies. Jesse James and Donnie Pence served in the Civil War together.
What's this?
It's just another jail cell. We got some contraband in here that was taken out of the jail. This is another cell where they held inmates. There's some poetry on the walls. We darkened up the letters so you can read them.
You call this contraband, huh?
Yeah, and just because there's only 4 months here doesn't mean there were only 4 people staying in here. I would imagine people were on the floor a lot.
Yeah.
Look how thick these walls are.
Yeah,
How-
30 inches.
30 inches thick?
Mhm.
I don't think you were getting out of this place.
No way. And this plexiglass in the windows, that didn't used to be there. So in the wintertime, it's very, very cold. In the summertime, it was very, very hot.
Wow.
And this guy over here is an article. He's the only guy that ever escaped this jail. It was in 1986. His name was Wayne Greenwell. Him and his buddy decided to take a bar of soap and carve it to make it look like a gun. Then they painted it with black shoe polish.
Yeah, but this place goes back to circa 1819, and you're telling me, as far as you know, only one
Yeah.
guy escaped?
Yeah, that guy right there, Wayne Greenwell, with his buddy Jack Hamilton.
Oh my God, that's pretty incredible.
Yeah, Wayne.
So you grew up in Bardstown?
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
you're a homegrown Bardstown.
yeah.
Very cool. What is it that's so charming? You know, rated most the most, what was that? The most beautiful small town in America.
Yeah.
Why do you think it got that rating?
I'm thinking because our historical society does such a good job in keeping up the homes and the old buildings around here. You can't just buy an old home here and do anything to it. It's got to go by what
You have to
they
preserve
say.
it.
Yes,
Do you think people feel safer in a small town like Bardstown?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I couldn't even imagine living in Louisville, for instance, because it's a lot bigger town. There's more crime.
What a cool town.
Yeah, it really is. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I would be proud to be from Bardstown.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're
I'm
welcome.
really
I think
young.
it's so cool.
It took me getting out and going to other towns to realize how pretty this town was.
I'll bet.
Because you don't really pay attention to that kind of stuff until you get out and start looking around other places. And
Then you realize how fortunate you were to grow up here.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. I do love it here.
I'll bet you do.
And this is one I think of the neatest places in Bardstown. There's not another place in Bardstown like this. You know what I
The
mean?
jailer's
Yeah.
inn.
This is just another cell, and we got our friend Joe in here. He's been spending a lot of time with us.
Joe hangs out here a lot.
Yeah.
He doesn't look to mind it so much. He's,
Oh no, I think he likes it here.
Or just like this, like a man's breath.
There was nobody in here except
No
us.
one.
Oh wow.
And I'm not a skeptic, but
Yeah.
even I know when it's like, a recording or something.
Oh yeah.
But
We all felt it, and
you
could
can feel it on your
Yeah.
neck too. And
I
I remember
believe
like,
that.
Mom was like, "This is so cool," and I was like, out.
Oh,
yeah.
She was ready to
Oh,
go.
I was like,
I
I'm
don't
like-
think anything's gonna hurt you. Our innkeeper.
Look how
he
thick
lives
these
right
walls are.
upstairs. Jailers. Mrs. McCain, the old woman right there, her husband was a jailer here, and after he passed away, she took his position.
she was like the warden.
Yeah.
Okay, just around here.
Not a lot of ladies did that back then. And she was on that show called What's My Line?
Oh yeah.
And she got to go home with the money because they couldn't guess her profession.
Oh, wow.
Nobody could look at her and tell that she was running a jail.
That's
And
interesting.
Yeah. And if I heard you got on her dad's side, it was strictly bread and water for the inmates, so
Oh, wow.
it was pretty rough. Upstairs, and now it's an apartment.
3 jail cells upstairs. Now it's an apartment.
Yeah. I've never
Really?
been up there.
Wow. That's interesting.
I'll be with you guys in just a minute. All right. Oh, it's neat out here. Yeah, and if you stay here, we also have breakfast out here in the courtyard. Yeah.
Do you guys book up like well in advance?
In the spring and summertime we do. This is the entrance to the bottom part of the jail.
Where the cave part is?
Yeah, and they also had the hole down there, the 6 foot wide, 3 foot deep hole they kept people in.
This is where the gallows was,
Yes.
right here, where they hung people.
Yes.
Wow.
And as you remember in the pictures, this courtyard was packed.
Yeah.
And there was people sitting on top of the wall and everything.
But no women were allowed.
No women at all. Isn't that something?
But it was still a town spectacle. People came out for
Yes,
this
it was a big deal.
to
very
watch
big
someone
deal back
swing
then.
from from a rope.
Oh yeah, very big deal back then.
Yeah, nobody probably had nothing on the street.
I know, that's what I was
Go
thinking.
sit behind him.
Not much entertainment.
It's pretty back here.
Yeah,
Oh, beautiful. Look at this.
I really enjoy it here, and that's where they have the breakfast, of course.
You have breakfast out here when you stay at the inn?
Yeah.
That's really nice. Thank you for the tour. That was really cool.
No problem at all.
Very interesting.
I appreciate you guys stopping.
Thank you so much.
You're
That
welcome.
was great.
Thank you. You guys have a wonderful day.
The hotel lobby
Thanks.
of the Jailer's Inn.
Yes, sir. And my name's Neil Bennett, and I've lived in Mount Washington all my life. I come down here to Bardstown for the historical feel and the wonderful people here in this small town.
What is it about small town America that's attractive to people?
Well, the people are really nice, and they resonate with you. They're not in a hurry.
I think what really resonates is the safe feeling. In a small town,
You feel safer?
Yes. I feel safer when I'm in Mount Washington compared to when I go 20 miles down the road to Louisville. You know, in Louisville, you got to kind of walk. We can walk around Mount Washington and not worry. We don't lock our doors. We do now. We didn't used to, but you know, we didn't used to have to lock our cars. You do that now, but it's still a safer feeling than going to Louisville, which is what 20 miles, 15 miles away. So
Yeah.
that's what resonates with people.
That's-
Most people in a small town, I think.
That's interesting because when I was just walking around the square, actually a circle here, people began waving at me.
Right.
People that I don't know and they don't know me. I wasn't used to that. I
Right.
thought something was wrong. And here they're just waving and being
Right.
friendly. I thought that was cool.
Exactly. You didn't have to worry as much about them coming up and grabbing your camera, probably. You know. So
Yeah.
it's the safe feeling, I think, and the lower crime rates, and everybody knows it, and it's in the back of your head.
Bardstown, Kentucky, most beautiful small town in America. Would you go along with that?
Yes.
Yes, sir, I would. I've dated 4 or 5 girls from Bardstown, and it was
Well, now.
He was a ladies' man up here.
It was a wonderful experience.
I'm sure it was.
But yeah, it's beautiful here.
Hey, thanks for talking with me, guys. I appreciate it. Enjoy your day.
We'll look for it on CNN.
Yes, CNN. How about History Mystery Man?
Was it- were we okay?
Well, I thought I'd end my day today in Bardstown, Kentucky, in front of my old Kentucky home. Isn't it cool? It can be your old Kentucky home too if you come visit. It was actually at one time the home of Judge John Rowan, who built the home, the front half anyway, in 1818. The back half went in 1795, and it was, of course, in that home, on this property, on these very grounds, where Stephen Foster, the great composer, would come and stay in the summertime. Foster, who wrote My Old Kentucky Home, and of course that old classic, Old Susanna, Don't You Cry For Me. Yeah, we all know that one. But just a beautiful piece of property. I'm going to go to the play, the Stephen Foster story, in an outdoor amphitheater on the grounds here tonight. I'm so excited. If I take anything away from Bardstown, Kentucky, it is that I did learn that this is, as they say, the most beautiful town in small town America. It would be hard to argue with that. I would also add that it's one of the most friendliest towns in small town America that I've ever visited. I got a lot of waves today from a lot of people who didn't even know me, said hello, talked to me. When I tried to cross the busy town square, the cars would simply stop and motion me by. I thought that was really cool. This place really does live up to its name, and I think each and every town across America could take one out of the playbook from Bardstown, Kentucky. It's worth a visit. I hope you'll come check it out. For the History Mystery Man, I'm Don Radewall. We'll look forward to seeing you next time. How you doing? Good to see you. It's a good show, right?
Yes, it's very good.
Okay. I'm taking your word for it.
on your
I'm
left.
excited. Are you the star?
I sell programs.
That's star enough for me.
I thought I saw Susanna.
And I thank you, one and all. I thank you very, very much.
Kill him. That's what.
No, you ain't.
Give me back that bottle.
No.
Give it back to
No.
me. Give me the bottle!
You ought not treat me that way, Stephen Foster. I have loved you and looked after you. And you're breaking my heart.
Hush, lady.
You hear me? You're breaking my heart.
Hush!
Well, the boat for Kentucky leaves in an hour. Grab your gun and I'll meet you at the wharf.
Oh, Kentucky, Bardstown, the most beautiful horses. And the ladies. Sigh for Jeannie with a light brown hair. My darling, the night's coming home.
I forgot my